So how strong are your bones?
I hope strong. How strong are your bones?
Yeah, well, we don't know.
You know,
That's
it's true.
the problem.
It's a guess.
Until you get it. So we're talking about osteoporosis. And it's one of those medical issues that until something goes wrong, you don't know unless you have it tested. It's like blood pressure. We all have blood pressure. And we don't feel it when it gets high. And if it gets really high, we can have a stroke. And that's the downside. Same thing with osteoporosis. Yeah. We can have bones that are weak. We don't know until we get it tested. And then if we don't know about it and we fall, we can break a hip. And that's the bad part of osteoporosis.
Yes.
That's why you have to know about it. Mm-hmm. So what is osteoporosis? Yeah. It's brittle, weak bones. And it happened two ways. One, the bones don't make enough, or the bones that clean up do too good a job. So whatever it is, you just don't have enough bones. Okay. Often, again, there's no symptoms, and the treatment, obviously good diet with lots of calcium, vitamin D, medication, of course, and definitely exercise. Mm-hmm. So how do you know if you have it? And we don't have a test that you could do. You have to get a DEXA. And I gotta tell you, I'm not great on getting all my tests, but I don't miss my DEXA because it is easy.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
the nicest thing?
super fast.
Literally, you just lie down,
yeah.
you know, like you're getting an x-ray, but so much easier. Yeah. Put your arm on a thing, they look, and you're done. So it's definitely worth getting. So if you haven't had a DEXA, get a DEXA. All right? Anyway.
Can bones get stronger with exercise?
Yes,
okay.
definitely.
So
right?
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
news,
yeah,
right?
yeah, it is really good news. Yeah. Now, again, if you have very severe osteoporosis, you're probably not going to get strong enough for it to make a difference. Mm-hmm. Something there, you're going to need some of the strong meds. But if you have more mild, definitely you can do something with it.
And I think women especially, because women have much more osteoporosis than men, I think starting really, if you're not strength training, exercising, especially like fourth decade of life. I know people who are diagnosed with osteoporosis
in their 40s.
Yep. Which seems pretty young, but it's you know, it is something that does happen. So not to be taken lightly.
Nope, definitely. Right. So show us what we can do.
Yeah, so I'm going to show you a few exercises. There's so many things you can do, but weight-bearing exercises on different bones and using large muscle groups are really effective. So I'm going to just show you 3 I like, and there's a lot out there, and I'll show you more in longer videos as well. But grab some weights if you don't have any weights at home. Grab a couple cans of food, bottles of water, whatever you've got. Put them on your shoulders in a rack position. I like this when you're doing a squat, which is the exercise we're doing, because it loads your spine a little bit more. And the spine is a really common area of osteoporosis. So you put the weights up here, and then you're gonna go into a squat and back up. And that's it. And that's a really effective exercise. We've gone over good squat form before, but just a little review, make sure those those knees are tracking forward, and you're sitting back like you're sitting in a chair. So that is one exercise. About 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions. That's what I like. Do you like that?
I like it. I love it because you're more than loaded.
Yes, and that's, I think, an important component.
Yep.
Now I want to show you weight bearing on your arms. So a plank is a popular exercise, but it's actually really good for osteoporosis as well. So you can start, if you're not familiar, just start on your knees.
For going on the floor so you could show off my shoes.
Look at these. Aren't these fabulous? The sparkly shoes. I know. They're making a wonderful appearance. I love it. So you can keep them in the shot if you want to have add a little sparkle. So your hands are going to go right under your elbows right under your shoulders. And I'm going to have you start in a tall kneeling plank. If you're not used to planking, you're weight bearing on your arms through your shoulders. And this would be like a level 1. So from here, you just want to be in a long, straight line from your head down to your tailbone, and your knees can be on the ground. Now to progress it, you'll go onto your toes. So it's almost like you're going to be in the top of a push-up. So I'm curling my toes under, and I'm just lifting up here. Now, I'm weight bearing on my wrist and my arms, which is not something we do through the day.
No, not enough.
So this is a great exercise to help strengthen some of those long bones in our arms. And then the last one is extension of the thoracic spine. So we spend a lot of time forward, and our spine actually is more at risk when we're flexed forward like this. So we want to have good muscle support in our back to pull us in an upright position to keep us out of that flexed position. So you're going to go down on your belly with a pillow under your hips for a bit of support. If you can get your hands behind your head, you can do that. If not, just put them by your side. And I'm just going to lift my chest off the ground and hold a second or two and back down. Up, pause, and back down. And this is a really, really nice way to work those muscles in the upper back that help hold you upright against gravity. I would hold for, just a second or two at the top, back down, 2 sets of 10 to start. Any input on those?
I love that. And it's so important because a lot of women will fracture there. So doing that, you fracture in the wrist. So now she gave you some to keep those wrists strong. And then this one is really good for vertebral fractures that you can get from osteoporosis. And then the squat one was good for your hip.
For the hips.
So you don't have hip fracture. So great comprehensive program.
All right. Excellent. Those are your exercises for aging well.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for listening to this episode.
For the most up-to-date information about our videos and our products, please visit our website at exerciseforagingwell.com.
And be sure to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and tell your patients, your friends, your neighbors, your parents, your dog to listen and to do anything to spread the word.
Together, we can create a healthier, more pain-free, and active future. Thank you again, and stay healthy.
Thank you.